right, and lastly, for the platinum beds, it's gonna be very similar to the gold level beds, just with a couple extra things to do as the bed starts to get a little bit more complex. So one of the extra things is that down here, there's a grill that seems to compile a lot of dust very quickly. So that would be a great place to check to make sure that is dust free. It doesn't seem like a big deal, but the farther back you are, you can actually see into it pretty well. If that's just filled with dust, that's something that the client can see easily. So yeah, just make sure that that is good to go. The top is exactly the same with the Novus sprays. The outside of the actual room is all the same in every single room. Floors, baseboards, walls, doors, mirrors, all that good stuff. For this platinum bed, room 1, just use some of your discretion. Just find where the vents are. For the fans, we have 2 down here at the feet. So you go ahead and take your Q-tips and try to detail those. Make sure the Q-tips are wet so that the dust sticks to them. You'd be good to go on that. The top vents are going to be up along the middle, just like with the golds. And it's also going to have facial ones on either side of the face. So you'll be cleaning those from this side, and then when you bring down the acrylic, it should be easy to get them also. Once again, there's a side panel with bulbs that run along the side and also a facial lamp up at the top. That's just going to be the same thing also. Make sure that if there's dust on that you would remove it. The bolts are right there for it and also down on that side. Exact same thing as with the gold beds. So you go ahead and take your Allen wrench, put it into right there, unscrew it. This will fold down. Make sure you clean the acrylic as well as the bulbs and put it back up, screw it back into place. For this bed, the bottoms open a little bit differently. So instead of having one down on the side that you go, there's actually going to be one right there on the top and another one down over there. So that will just be unscrewing. I'll actually unscrew it for you because it's kind of a weird bed for the moment. So. Alright, so I have unscrewed both sides, and as you can see, the whole bed has kind of lifted up along with the acrylic. You can actually see down into the bottom of the bed. That didn't used to happen. I don't know when it started happening. If you're watching this and that has been fixed, then awesome. But as of right now, it hasn't been fixed. And so the way that we're actually going to do it, it's kind of difficult because if you were to just leave it as is, you would have to hold this side down and lift this side up, which is quite heavy, and then you don't have any free hands to clean it, which is annoying. So what I found out, there's a secret, is, I'll show you. It's a lot like the hood of a car. This right here is on the inside, over by this big black stand for it. Right here is going to be a little arm that's going to hold it up just like a hood of a car. So what I found to be the easiest is to hold this down. I can't do it with 2 hands. Let me see. So to hold this down with your foot on that black stand, to lift up the acrylic, and now if you rest it on your knee, you actually have both hands free. So go ahead and grab the stand right here, push it up, and the stand's actually going to go into this hole over here. So the weight still carries it up slightly, but the acrylic is being held up by that. So that was laying down into this piece right here. Just pick it up, and then it sits right into this hole right here. And that's gonna keep it up for you while you go ahead and detail the acrylic right here. This acrylic down here also comes out if you want to get underneath it. You can get the top, you can get the bottom, and you can get the lamps that are underneath it to dust off also. If you wanted to get really precise on the foot vents, you can actually get the bottom side of them from there now. So you're cleaning that top area, and now this is the bottom side of it. So you can actually get a really good dust-free vent from having it open like this. So that's for the bottom of the bed. Once you're done with that, same technique but in reverse to put it back down. Holding it down, taking the arm and putting it back in its spot. Make sure you put it back in its spot. It's not just stray and kind of standing in the middle of the bed. Lower this down, and then you're gonna have to hold it down, or if you just want to sit on it as you screw these screws back into place to hold the acrylic back down. So that's how you would do the bottom, the bench part of the bed. And then the top part of the bed is just like the gold beds, and you're actually going to see screws up top that you're going to put the Allen wrench into also to lower the top canopy, and then it's exactly the same as the gold bed. So the screws for that, there's one here in the middle, there's one up at the top, and there's also one down at the bottom. So just go ahead and unscrew those. The top will fold down. You could get the acrylic on the inside, as well as the bulbs, the air vents, and the facial lamps. So this shows an Air 62. I believe that's the same as the Air 34 on the other bed. So just go ahead and push start and see if that goes away.
Message reset. Sunbed is ready for operation again.
And the lights are on, and you know that it's ready to go again.